Welcome to today's conversation, where we dive into a crucial yet often misunderstood aspect of attraction, the dynamics between men and women. There's a pervasive myth that women are mysterious and unpredictable, but the truth is that their emotional responses follow patterns that are far more predictable than we realize. By understanding how women react to specific emotional triggers, you can stop wasting energy on behaviors that make you seem desperate or unappealing. Let's start with a simple concept: women don't want to be chased. Overpraising, obsessing over small details, and being constantly available only push them away. The key to building attraction is emotional engagement, not relentless pursuit. So, how do we create lasting intrigue? By being scarce, leaving room for curiosity, and triggering emotions that spark deeper connections. In this video, we'll explore how to apply these principles to your relationships, turning what might seem like complicated mysteries into an art of understanding and connection. Number 1. The power of not chasing, building genuine attraction. Chasing a woman too fervently often backfires, making a man seem desperate rather than desirable. Attraction thrives not on relentless pursuit but on balanced emotional engagement. When a man overpraises or obsessively focuses on a woman, he risks erasing the intrigue that fuels connection. Instead, creating moments of meaningful interaction is key. Compliment her thoughtfully rather than excessively, and show genuine curiosity about her passions. Allow space in the relationship for her to think about you, fostering anticipation and emotional depth. Confidence is the cornerstone of attraction. A man grounded in his purpose doesn't feel the need to prove his worth through constant effort. By being authentic, maintaining balance, and respecting the natural flow of connection, you become someone she's genuinely drawn to, not because you chased her, but because you engaged her heart and mind. Number 2. Creating value through balance, the power of scarcity in attraction. In relationships, one of the most underrated yet powerful dynamics is the balance between availability and scarcity. Women, like anyone, are naturally drawn to what feels valuable and significant. If you're constantly present, overly available, or clingy, the relationship may lose its sense of excitement and anticipation. Being scarce, not to the point of being distant but in a way that communicates self-respect and purpose, can amplify your value and intrigue in her eyes. Scarcity isn't about playing games or withholding affection, it's about maintaining a healthy balance between your relationship and personal life. For instance, if you're always initiating conversations, texting first, or rearranging your plans to accommodate her, you might unintentionally signal that your time and priorities revolve entirely around her. While attentiveness is essential, so is showing that you have a life filled with purpose, passions, and commitments outside of the relationship. Imagine this: she texts you to hang out, but you're genuinely busy working on a project or meeting a personal goal. Instead of dropping everything, you kindly let her know you'd love to see her another time. By doing so, you're subtly communicating that your time is valuable and that your life is balanced between your commitments and the relationship. This doesn't push her away; instead, it makes her anticipate and appreciate the time you spend together. Similarly, in communication, avoid overwhelming the relationship with constant contact. Let conversations breathe and develop naturally. If you're texting or calling incessantly, you may inadvertently stifle the natural rhythm of connection. Allow her to miss you, think about you in your absence, and initiate interactions herself. This creates a dynamic where both of you contribute equally to maintaining the bond, which fosters mutual respect and desire. Being scarce doesn't mean you're distant or emotionally unavailable. Instead, it reflects confidence, independence, and a sense of self-worth. Women find these qualities attractive because they signify stability and maturity. A man who knows his value and respects his time inspires respect in return. By balancing attentiveness with a touch of mystery, you cultivate an atmosphere of curiosity and excitement, making her eager to engage with you more deeply. This principle is especially vital in the early stages of a relationship, where setting a healthy foundation is crucial. Over-availability can lead to a sense of predictability, which may dampen the initial spark. On the other hand, allowing space for anticipation builds tension and excitement, making your shared moments feel even more special. Number 3. The allure of mystery, keeping her intrigued and engaged. Mystery has a unique charm that sparks curiosity and creates a lasting sense of intrigue in relationships. For men, cultivating a sense of enigma can be a powerful way to keep a woman captivated and engaged. This isn't about being deceptive or aloof, it's about maintaining a personal depth that encourages her to explore and discover more about you over time. One of the most common pitfalls in the early stages of a relationship is oversharing. While transparency is essential, revealing every detail about your life too soon can take away the natural curiosity that drives emotional connection. Imagine a novel that lays out its entire plot on the first page. There's no anticipation, no reason to keep turning the pages. Similarly, allowing some parts of your story to unfold gradually keeps her intrigued. For instance, if she asks about your weekend, resist the urge to narrate every activity in chronological order. Instead, offer a hint of intrigue, saying something like, "It was great, did some interesting things." This subtle restraint invites her to dig deeper, sparking her curiosity and engagement. Unpredictability also plays a key role in sustaining interest. Predictable routines and responses can stagnate a relationship, but small, surprising gestures or actions can reignite excitement. This doesn't mean you have to orchestrate grand surprises regularly, it's the little, unexpected moments that leave a lasting impression. Perhaps you take her to an unusual spot for dinner, share an unexpected interest, or respond to a question in a way she didn't anticipate. These moments of unpredictability keep the relationship dynamic and lively, showing her that there's always more to discover. Equally important is having personal passions or projects she doesn't fully understand. When you pursue activities or interests with genuine enthusiasm, it adds depth to your character. This demonstrates that you have a fulfilling life beyond the relationship and piques her interest in learning more about what drives you. Whether it's a creative pursuit, a professional goal, or a unique hobby, these layers of personal depth make you intriguing and complex. The key to creating mystery lies in balance. While being open and communicative is essential, leaving room for her imagination fosters a sense of wonder and excitement. Over time, this dynamic allows the relationship to grow naturally as she uncovers more about you and deepens her emotional investment. The mystery is not about playing games but preserving the excitement of discovery that keeps both partners engaged and intrigued. A relationship built on intrigue and curiosity has the potential to flourish in ways that are both exciting and fulfilling. You create a genuine and endlessly fascinating connection by sharing just enough to spark interest while holding on to your individuality and passions. Number 4. The emotional blueprint of attraction, building connections beyond logic. Attraction, at its core, is an emotional journey. While logic plays a role in decision-making, true connection between a man and a woman is rooted in feelings, the sparks of joy, the warmth of vulnerability, and the thrill of shared adventures. Understanding this emotional foundation can transform how a man navigates relationships, creating exciting and deeply fulfilling bonds. To captivate her heart, it begins with genuine curiosity. Women value partners who take an authentic interest in their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. When you ask her about her day, dreams, or even childhood memories, you're not just filling the silence, you're showing her that you care about who she is. For instance, instead of asking a routine question like, "How was your day?" try something more engaging. "What's one thing that made you smile today?" This shifts the conversation from ordinary to meaningful, inviting her to share her emotions while building trust. However, curiosity alone isn't enough to sustain a connection. Shared experiences play a pivotal role in deepening emotional bonds. By creating novel and exciting moments together, you make memories and trigger feelings of joy and anticipation. A well-planned, unexpected date can work wonders. Imagine inviting her on a spontaneous city exploration, where you wander through hidden streets, discover quaint cafes, or take part in a quirky local event. These experiences release dopamine, the feel-good chemical in the brain, associating those positive emotions with you. Playfulness adds another layer to the connection. Light teasing or humor fosters a sense of intimacy and comfort when done with care and respect. A shared laugh can break down barriers and bring you closer together. For example, playfully debating over who has better taste in music during a road trip or joking about who's the better cook while trying a new recipe can turn ordinary moments into cherished memories. Vulnerability is equally essential in creating emotional depth. Sharing personal challenges, passions, or dreams shows her that you trust her with your inner world. But it's necessary to strike a balance. Overloading her with too much too soon might overwhelm her, while holding back ultimately can make you seem distant. Instead, let her in gradually. For instance, sharing how you overcame a challenging situation or discussing a passion project close to your heart can invite her to open up. This mutual exchange of vulnerability creates a sense of partnership and mutual understanding. Attraction isn't built on grand gestures or expensive outings, it's about creating moments that make her feel alive, understood, and appreciated. You craft a connection beyond surface-level interactions when you show her that you're interested in her emotions, invite her into exciting shared adventures, and open up about your experiences. Number 5. Keeping the spark alive, the allure of unpredictability in relationships. Predictability, while comfortable, can often strip a relationship of the excitement and mystery that make it truly vibrant. When everything becomes routine, texts that arrive at the same time every morning, dates that follow the same formula, and conversations that tread familiar ground, it's easy for the dynamic to grow stagnant. In contrast, a touch of unpredictability introduces a sense of adventure, keeping both partners intrigued and eager for more. Being unpredictable doesn't mean being erratic or unreliable. Instead, it's about adding an element of surprise and novelty to interactions, ensuring that the relationship remains fresh and engaging. For instance, instead of sending the standard "good morning" text daily, consider switching things up with an unexpected compliment or a playful question to spark curiosity. These small changes show thoughtfulness and creativity, leaving her wondering what delightful twist might come next. When planning dates, avoid falling into the trap of repetition. While a cozy dinner date at your favorite restaurant has charm, it can lose its magic if it's the default choice every weekend. Instead, suggest activities that push both of you out of your comfort zones, such as exploring a nearby town, trying an escape room, or embarking on a spontaneous road trip. These experiences create lasting memories and foster a sense of shared adventure, strengthening your bond. Behaviorally, unpredictability can also manifest in more subtle, meaningful ways. For example, if she expects you to agree with her opinions or take charge of every situation, surprise her by respectfully challenging her perspective or encouraging her to take the lead. This shift keeps her on her toes and shows that you value her thoughts and trust her judgment. By breaking from expectations, you demonstrate depth and complexity, which are desirable qualities. Unpredictability should always be rooted in respect and consideration. The goal is not to create instability or confusion but to maintain a secure and stimulating dynamic. The balance between reliability and surprise keeps the relationship exciting without undermining trust. A man who can seamlessly blend these elements exudes confidence and charisma, naturally drawing others to him. This approach to relationships mirrors the thrill of a good story, one filled with unexpected turns that keep the reader engaged until the very last page. When introducing new and varied experiences, you invite her to see the relationship as a journey of possibility rather than a predictable path. This sense of wonder and anticipation deepens her emotional investment, creating a connection that is as thrilling as it is enduring. Number 6. The magnetic power of confidence: why self-assurance captivates women. Confidence is one of a man's most compelling qualities, drawing people in and creating a presence that leaves a lasting impression. Radiating confidence goes far beyond surface-level charm or bravado for men looking to foster meaningful relationships with women. True confidence is rooted in self-awareness, authenticity, and poise to handle challenges. This depth of self-assurance captivates women and signals emotional strength, reliability, and the capacity to build a secure and enriching connection. At its foundation, confidence begins with the courage to be unapologetically yourself. A confident man doesn't seek to mold himself into someone he's not, nor does he live to meet someone else's expectations. Instead, he values his individuality and allows his true self to shine. This authenticity is deeply appealing because it conveys self-respect and independence, traits that inspire admiration. When a man is comfortable with who he is, it creates an environment where others feel at ease, fostering trust and openness. Women, in particular, are drawn to this kind of self-assurance because it demonstrates emotional stability and a strong sense of identity. Confidence is often communicated through nonverbal cues, and these subtleties can be more powerful than spoken words. Simple gestures like standing tall, maintaining good posture, and making steady eye contact reflect a composed and grounded demeanor. These physical signals silently convey that you're in control of yourself and unafraid of being seen or heard. For example, imagine entering a room with a calm yet purposeful stride, meeting someone's gaze with genuine attentiveness, and speaking with clarity and conviction. Such actions project strength and approachability, making others naturally drawn to your presence. Decisiveness is another hallmark of confidence that women find particularly attractive. A decisive man exudes certainty, not through arrogance but through his ability to assess situations and take action with thoughtfulness and consideration. Whether choosing where to go for dinner, navigating a disagreement, or making long-term plans, decisiveness shows that you can lead and handle responsibilities. This doesn't mean overriding her opinions or desires. Instead, it means creating a balance where decisions are made collaboratively yet with assurance. For instance, when a situation arises, such as a restaurant mix-up with your order, a confident response would be to politely but firmly address the issue, demonstrating your ability to handle minor inconveniences with grace and composure. Confidence isn't static, it grows through self-improvement and pursuit of meaningful goals. A man actively working toward his aspirations and cultivating his passions is naturally more engaging. Women are inspired by partners who have a sense of direction and are driven to create a fulfilling life for themselves. This ambition and enthusiasm for personal growth are contagious, fostering an environment where both individuals feel motivated to grow together. Whether pursuing a career milestone, mastering a skill, or exploring a creative passion, sharing these journeys creates deeper connections and a sense of partnership. Most importantly, confidence is about resilience. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable, but how you respond to setbacks can define the strength of your character. A confident man doesn't crumble under pressure or dwell on failures. Instead, he approaches obstacles with a mindset of learning and adaptation. This resilience reassures women that they can handle the ups and downs of life with stability and grace, creating a foundation of trust and dependability. Imagine facing an unexpected hardship and approaching it with optimism and determination, allowing her to see that you're a source of strength rather than additional stress. True confidence is not about perfection or performing for others, it's about finding balance within yourself and projecting it outward. It involves respecting your boundaries while remaining open to growth, valuing your opinions while considering others, and leading with conviction without overshadowing those around you. When you embody this kind of self-assuredness, you become attractive and inspiring. Women are drawn to men who radiate this inner strength because it promises a partnership rooted in mutual respect, trust, and emotional depth. Number 7. Mirror her desires, building connection through shared values and interests. To build a meaningful connection with a woman, engaging with her on a deeper level, not just with words but through shared values, interests, and goals is essential. The most fulfilling relationships are often those where two people connect emotionally and mirror each other's desires and passions. When a man mirrors a woman's desires, he shows that he understands and values her individuality while also creating space for a stronger emotional bond. This process is not about pretending to be someone you're not but about genuinely engaging with her world to demonstrate your care, support, and respect for her and what she wants out of life. Start by actively listening to her. Listening is not simply about hearing the words she speaks but understanding the deeper meaning behind them. Pay attention when she talks about her goals, interests, and values. These aspects of her life are most important, and when you show that you're genuinely interested in them, it demonstrates that you value her as a person. Whether she's sharing her professional dreams, personal aspirations, or something currently occupying her mind, engaging in those conversations creates a powerful sense of connection. For instance, if she talks about her passion for fitness, don't just nod along, ask her about the routines she enjoys, how she stays motivated, or how she balances it with her other commitments. Showing interest in something that matters to her creates an opportunity for meaningful dialogue and deepens the emotional connection between you both. Mirroring her desires also extends to matching her energy, tone, and body language. Nonverbal communication is a potent tool for establishing rapport, and when you reflect her energy naturally, you create a sense of harmony and understanding. If she's enthusiastic about a new project or a personal achievement, let your response mirror her excitement. Show genuine interest and appreciation for her passion. This type of energy matching strengthens your connection and demonstrates your empathy and ability to engage with her emotionally. When you reflect on her energy, she feels seen and heard in a way that fosters trust and intimacy. One of the most impactful ways to mirror her desires is supporting her personal and professional ambitions. Everyone has dreams, and a loving partner understands the importance of encouraging those aspirations. This goes beyond simply offering compliments, it involves actively showing your belief in her potential and giving her the space and encouragement she needs to pursue her goals. Whether it's her career ambitions, a personal project, or her ongoing development in a hobby or skill, offering your genuine support helps to strengthen the relationship. For instance, if she's working toward a promotion or tackling a new challenge, express your confidence in her abilities and offer to help in practical ways. Your support becomes a source of emotional strength for her, and it reinforces the idea that you're not only there for her through the ups and downs but that you are genuinely invested in her success. When you mirror her desires, you also foster an environment of balance and mutual respect. It's important to understand that this isn't about losing yourself or abandoning your values and passions. Instead, it's about creating a space where you can thrive as individuals while growing together as partners. You should be invested in her interests and make room for your own. For example, if you share an interest in travel and she enjoys hiking, take the time to ask her about her favorite places to hike and share your own stories of exploration. This allows both of you to express your passions and creates an avenue for shared experiences that can strengthen your bond. Furthermore, reflecting on her desires helps you to navigate challenges and conflicts more effectively. When you understand her values and goals, you're better equipped to approach difficult situations with empathy and clarity. For example, if she's navigating a stressful time at work or struggling with a personal issue, you can support her in ways that resonate with her. Whether that means offering a listening ear, brainstorming solutions together, or simply offering reassurance, your ability to mirror her desires demonstrates that you're in tune with her emotional needs. The beauty of mirroring she desires is that it doesn't require you to be someone you're not. Instead, it invites you to connect with her to show you are engaged with her life and her passions. As the relationship progresses, this more profound understanding of each other's goals and values will allow you to grow closer, developing a bond built on trust, shared experiences, and mutual support. When both partners mirror each other's desires, it sets the stage for a long-term relationship that is not only emotionally fulfilling but also full of potential for continued growth and discovery. Ultimately, mirroring her desires is a way to build a partnership based on respect, empathy, and understanding. It's about showing up for her in meaningful ways that reflect her individuality while strengthening your connection as a couple. When a man mirrors the desires of the woman he cares about, it signals his commitment to the relationship and his genuine interest in her well-being. By supporting her ambitions, engaging with her interests, and reflecting her energy, you create a dynamic where both partners feel valued and understood. This mutual exchange builds a relationship rooted in deep emotional intimacy, paving the way for a lasting connection that can withstand the tests of time. Number 8. Be the prize: how to position yourself as a man of value in relationships. A strong sense of self-worth is one of a man's most attractive qualities in any relationship. A man who values himself and has a sense of purpose, passion, and fulfillment naturally becomes a prize in a woman's eyes. This doesn't mean putting on a facade or boasting about accomplishments, but rather living a life full of personal growth and authenticity. When you focus on your journey and let your actions speak for your worth, you show her that you are a man who doesn't need external validation to feel complete. Building a life with purpose means setting standards that reflect your values. It means choosing a path that excites you, challenges you, and fulfills you. Whether pursuing your career with dedication, diving deep into a passionate hobby, or striving to improve yourself daily, these things make you attractive. A woman will be drawn to your ambition, energy, and ability to pursue something with persistence. When you're fully invested in your growth, she will naturally want to be a part of that journey because your life will be filled with intention and direction. Setting standards is just as important. A man tolerating disrespect or behavior that doesn't align with his values signals a lack of self-respect. It's essential to establish boundaries and expectations in your relationships. If you constantly seek approval or compromise your beliefs to keep the peace, you're not demonstrating the strength a woman seeks in a partner. A woman values a man who knows what he stands for and isn't afraid to uphold his standards. By doing so, you show her that you respect yourself, and that respect becomes a key component of the relationship. Authenticity plays a pivotal role in how you present yourself. Being genuine about your worth doesn't mean bragging about your achievements or making her feel lucky to have you. It means showing her you are a confident man comfortable in his skin. Instead of constantly seeking her approval, focus on your passions, career, and personal growth. When you shift your attention to these things, your presence in her life becomes an achievement for her. She sees that you are a man of substance and that winning your attention requires effort, not just because of who you are but because of the life you've built for yourself. By positioning yourself as a man of value, you create an environment where the relationship is based on mutual respect and admiration. You're not seeking validation from her, but you're showing her that she's lucky to share in your world. The more you invest in yourself, the more naturally the right person will be drawn to you. The key is to understand that being a prize isn't about being perfect or unattainable, it's about being self-assured, authentic, and unwavering in your value. When you live this way, relationships become less about seeking approval and more about creating a meaningful, mutually beneficial connection. Conclusion. Remember, understanding women isn't about deciphering a mystery but recognizing the emotional triggers driving their responses. You'll build deeper connections by stopping the chase, embracing scarcity, and creating mystery. Trigger emotions, staying unpredictable, and radiating confidence are the keys to making lasting impressions. Mirror her desires and always remember to be the prize in your life. Focus on personal growth, be genuine, and never settle for less than you deserve. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences on this topic. How have you built attraction or deepened connections in your relationships? Share your insights in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about these strategies and other intriguing ideas, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more tips and advice, and I'll see you in the following video.